friends. Hello and happy Monday morning. Today I'm going to be talking all things clothing and bedroom. Well, not all things bedroom. Okay, so let's talk about clothing first because I know that so many of us want to tackle our closets. And here's the thing, it is a little bit strange to be talking about this in the midst of what's going on in the world where so many of us are not really leaving our homes, not getting dressed up, certainly not going out. But nevertheless, I know a lot of us are really struggling with wanting to organize our closets. So before I jump into my tips, I want to share with you the three biggest hurdles that I hear people share most often in case they resonate with you, because I have tips to combat each one of them. The first thing when it comes to giving away clothes is this thought that I spent so much money on them. The second is they were a gift and I feel bad giving them away. And finally, and this is the one that I see so often with my clients, is these clothes don't fit me now, but they will one day. So if any of those resonate with you, let me know in the comments. And I want to break this all down for you in hopes that I can actually help you overcome those hurdles. So first, the money has already been spent. Holding on to something that you are not wearing because you spent a lot of money on it doesn't give you that money back. And it also doesn't give you any more value. It doesn't give that clothing any more value. And actually, it's continuing to cost you more than you spent in the first place because it's taking up space. You're feeling stressed because you spent money on something that you're not wearing. And it just does not serve you to hold on to things just because you spent money. So I am giving you permission to let them go once and for all. Good morning, everyone. Okay, the second, if something was a gift, remember this. The gift was in the giving and in the receiving, not in the item itself. And the reality is the person that gave you the gift wouldn't want you to keep something out of guilt, and they wouldn't want to know that they were causing you stress. If you don't love it and you won't wear it, you can donate it guilt-free. I am also giving you permission to give away those items that were gifted to you that you just don't love. And finally is the one day. Listen, I get it. I've had 2 kids, but here's the thing. And listen to my words. You look amazing. You don't have to lose any weight. You are perfect just as you are. It is time to give away the clothes that make us feel bad every time we see them in our closets. And remember this, I promise you that if you do lose weight, you'll be so excited to buy new clothes that you won't really be lamenting the ones that you gave away. I never heard anyone be sad that they lost weight and had to go out and buy new clothes. But in the interim, you're not holding on to things that are just reminding you that you don't fit into them. And the reality is, if you were to be that size again, your body is still going to be different and you might not like those styles anyway. So again, I am giving you permission to let go of those clothes. So the next piece of this is really to look at your shopping habits, because so many of us buy clothing out of habit or because it's an easy thing to do. We think it's going to make us feel good. And then we find ourselves in the situation where we spent too much money on things that we don't feel our best in, or things don't fit us. So really examine your shopping habits before you buy. I'm not saying stop buying clothing, but if you bring a little bit of intention to those habits, it might help you out to not be in a situation where you have a fully cluttered closet again. And I want to briefly talk about our bedrooms, because most of our closets are in our bedrooms. Not all of us, but most of us. Sorry, needed some water. I have a ton of tips about our bedrooms, but I'm going to give you one tip that you're not going to want to do, because I don't want to do it. But I'm telling you, it will change your life. So I think that our bedrooms should really be a sanctuary that we retreat to at the end of the night, because our lives are so busy. There's so much noise and so much information coming at us. I'm not going to tell you to get rid of your TV if that's what you're thinking. But what I do want to encourage you to do is not leave your phone on your nightstand. even if you use it as your alarm clock. That's even more the reason to not have it next to your nightstand. Now, again, I'm not going to tell you to get it out of your room. I plug my phone in across the room, and this has a few major benefits. It's then not the last thing you're on before you go to bed. It's really not healthy. Aside from the blue light, just all of the consuming we're doing on our phones right before we go to bed. I'm not telling you to not scroll your phone, but if you can read for 5 minutes or meditate or just do something that is not plugged in, you will be so much more likely to have a good night's sleep. And if your phone is not next to your bed while you're sleeping, you are not subconsciously being pulled by the little device next to your head. And then in the morning, when your alarm does go off, you actually have to get out of bed to turn it off. It is one of my biggest tips for helping us get up early to exercise and start our day great. And then the other piece of it is you're not scrolling your phone first thing. Yes, you still have to fight the urge if your phone is your alarm clock to turn off your alarm and not start scrolling social media, but it really is a life-changing habit. Even if you give yourself just 5 minutes before you go to sleep at night and 5 minutes to wake up in the morning to breathe or set your intention for the day. Just do something that's not getting on your phone. It can transform your whole day. I told you weren't going to like it, but just try it. The worst that happens is you just move your charger back to your nightstand. But I really would urge you to charge it at least for a couple nights. And it's not black or white here. There are some nights that I'm on my phone and then I just go to sleep and put it on my nightstand. I don't bother getting up to charge it. It just stays on my nightstand, not charging. So it doesn't have to be a 7-day-a-week thing. But if you could do it 3, 4, 5 days a week, it really will make a big difference. So make a promise to yourself that you will at least try it for the night and make a commitment to purge at least 3 items of clothing that you don't wear. If you do those 2 things, you will feel so good. And then report back to me and let me know how it went in the comments below. So if tackling your closet or bedroom are on your list for 2021, I have exciting news. This Wednesday and Thursday, for 2 days only, I am opening up the doors to the G&G membership because on Saturday, we are going to start tackling these spaces for the whole month, start to finish, everything in between, no stone unturned. We will get your closets and your dressers and your nightstands and your bedroom totally organized. But you can only sign up on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Then it will close and we won't be running this boot camp again until February of 2022. So if you're thinking about joining us, I'll put the link to my newsletter below because I'll be sending out a reminder email to that so you can get on our email list. But regardless, even if the boot camp and the membership are not for you, I do encourage you to purge 3 items of clothing from your closet and try at least for one night to sleep without your phone next to your head. And I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week. I see a few people are on watching. Good morning, everyone. If anyone has a question, I'll stay on for another minute or two to see if I can answer anything. Otherwise, yay, Becky's saying I completed the full year of the membership and my house is running smoothly. I highly recommend. Becky, you are an amazing member, and I'm so glad to hear that. All right, I don't see any other questions coming in. I wish you all an amazing week. And I actually will not be back here next Monday. I will be back here the Monday after that with our next live session. Have a good one.